Hey everybody, and welcome back for episode 4 of Near Beer Reviews. So what is Near Beer? Well, Near Beer is an umbrella term that refers exclusively to alcohol-free, or if you prefer, non-alcoholic beers. And before we take a look at today's offering, let's take a look at how these reviews work. So there are 3 categories that I reviewed the beer in. So we have presentability, we have price, and finally we have taste. Presentability covers how the product appears in its can or bottle and how it looks poured. Price covers the perceived value that you, the customer, get versus the cost you paid. And taste, of course, covers things like your aromas, your smells, if you will, and of course the flavour. Now, in those 3 categories, they will receive one of 3 ratings. They will receive either the poor rating, the dud, or the middle of the road rating. Needs improvement, but doing okay. That's the hopful rating. And then we have the best in class, nothing it can improve, is almost the best it can be, and that is the suds rating. Today we've got a pretty good one. This is brewed here in Canada, but it's available nationwide and to a lesser extent in the United States as well. This is the craft brewed lager from Hill Street Beverage Company. Now let's take a look at the packaging. The packaging is quite nice actually. It's pretty simplistic, but it also plays on some fanciful themes. So we have the 18th and 19th century graphic design lettering, which has got this nice kerning on it. It's really nice. It looks like a hand script shop logo from the 18th or 19th century. And then as you turn the can around, you see this Napoleonic looking gentleman. So it's got this quite nice Napoleonic look, and it looks pretty well. Something that I will bring up, however, is that the can really boasts about all the awards that this beer has. And you have to be pretty careful with this. I actually found this to be quite crafty and quite sneaky, because it claims to be the most reviewed beer in the world, but if you look carefully at the wording, it actually says that the company, Hill Street Beverage Company, is the most award-winning, or something like that, award-winning beverage company in the world. And so that's pretty crafty. I actually looked it up on the website of the US Open Beer Championship to verify these awards, and yeah, none of the awards won are for this beer, the craft brewed lager. They're actually mostly for another beer, and that I find to kind of be underhanded. It's almost like saying, hey, we've won all these awards, but it's not for this beer, better luck next time. I kind of didn't like that. It kind of put me off actually. So to be honest with you, for the packaging, for the presentability category, I'm going to have to give this a hopeful rating. Now in terms of price, what I paid is $3.99. That's Canadian, and it's for a Canadian metric pint, so a pint in a can. And to be honest with you, I don't think that's good value. I think $4 for a pint, a take-home pint, is not really good. To be honest, that's what you'd pay for something that's really special, like a really special limited edition German wheat beer, and that is not this. I found that to be kind of on the steeper side of what you should be paying. Things that I've seen that are better is, in the last episode, in episode 3, we covered Zero from District Brewing Company. That was a much better value, somewhere just over $2. So almost $4, or pretty much $4 if we're going to be honest with you. That's not an ideal price. For a price, I would definitely give this the dud rating. So taste. First of all, let's cover the aroma. It just smells yeasty. It doesn't really smell of anything. It's not, there's nothing to write home about there. Not sure I'd call that award-winning. So there's a citrusy flavour that hits you at first, a citrusy overtone. but there's kind of a sour yeast flavour that hits you directly afterwards, and that's not nice. The citrusy overtone, the citrusy kind of hop flavour is nice. So I'm in two minds about it. I'm going to say that's not the best I've ever tasted. So that's a problem with that one. I'm going to say for the taste category, I'm going to say hopeful. That's very middle of the road flavour, very middle of the road aroma, just nothing really to write home about. Maybe if the other draft that is award winning, the designated draft, I believe it's called, maybe if that one has won all these awards and it's that great, maybe it is that great, but the craft brewed lager is not. It's definitely a hopeful rating in taste. So an overall rating for the draft brewed lager from Hill Street Beverage Company. To be honest with you, I'm going to say a hopeful rating, just a middle of the road rating. It's nothing to write home about. It's not particularly bad. It's kind of inoffensive, but that's also the problem. It's inoffensive. It's flavour-free, really, taste-free, aroma-free, but it kind of dents your wallet at $4 for one can. So I'm going to say, in an A to F rating, I would be looking at a C-. It's just kind of there. Alright, so stay tuned everyone, we'll be back with episode 5 soon.
Like, share, subscribe.